Okay, here we are. We're talking warm season grasses. Marina, I know you're with the Missouri Forage and Grassland Council, right?
Yes, yep.
So tell us about warm season grasses, the importance of them, and how can someone, a landowner, go by getting and planting warm season grasses on their farm?
Yeah, absolutely. Warm season grasses have gotten a lot of traction, especially in the last couple of years. We've experienced some pretty bad droughts, and they're really resilient to those droughts, especially in the summer months. And then even in the course of a normal year, they're really productive in the summer. So most folks that are a grazing or haying operation, they're going to really benefit from having at least some warm season grasses on their operation to, help their year-long productivity on their operation.
So how do you go by doing this? I see we have some clumps right around here, right? So how are you going by doing this?
Yep. So I work for the Missouri Forage and Grassland Council, but I'm also a private landowner, and this is actually my property. And the context of this property is that it is remnant sod. It's never been plowed, but it's been pretty heavily grazed and overseeded with cool season pasture grasses that are common in Missouri. So what we did was we started with a late season burn to set back these cool season grasses and see what we had come up. And you see the gamma grass clumps here, and we have some big blue stem and Indian in this pasture as well. It's not as obvious this time of year, but it will be later this summer. So we're just starting to see what we have in the seed bank to start with, and then we might do some follow-up herbicide applications and maybe some additional overseeding if we don't have enough respond just from the burning and the spraying treatments.
So you're wanting to convert to warm season, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
So how does a landowner go by doing that?
Yeah. First you need to start with a site assessment to see what you have. So if you have crop, that's a different story than existing cool season pasture. If you know you have some warm seasons out there already, this is an option just to kind of start seeing if they'll express themselves. If you know that it's just solid fescue, herbicide and seeding are going to be necessary.
Okay.
And there are cost share opportunities available, for folks that want to get a little cost share to help in that process.
So that's kind of how you would start by doing that, starting slow and then seeing what happens.
Yep.
Or if they want to go in and go big, how does that work?
Yep. So if you want to go in big, go big, and you don't have the time to go slow, and a lot of folks don't. If you have cattle on your operation right now, you kind of need things to convert pretty fast. So definitely a couple herbicide applications in the fall, in the spring, maybe a cover crop, and then get out there and plant it with a seed mix, a warm season grass seed mix. And you can have grazing animals on the property really within a year and a half of planting. So that would be the way to kind of expedite the process.
And that goes pretty quick once you plant it. You just plant it, you got to water it, keep it going, or how does it work?
You just plant it and you basically leave it. There's some weed control, some pre-emergent weed control that you'll do with your herbicide applications, and then potentially some mowing if you're getting a lot of weed pressure that first season that you planted it. So you'll work with somebody, work with MDC, work with myself, or people that kind of know the process, and potentially mow. But basically, other than that, just leave it alone. Don't graze it, don't hay it. Just let it grow that first year, especially, so that it can establish those deep roots and start ramping up that production.
So when we're talking warm season grasses, can you explain the difference between warm season versus cool season?
Yeah, there's some physiological differences in the plant, but basically warm season means that they do most of their production in those warm season months, May, June, July, August. Whereas cool season is those, spring and fall months. So that's the basic difference, especially for the terms of production.
So warm season helps really well in the summer, or in those drought years. That's what's really beneficiary, right?
Yep, and it doesn't have to be a drought year because we get hot, dry summers here regardless. And so being able to move your cattle on to productive grasses in the summer months is helpful every year, no matter what.
Where can landowners or those watching this video learn more about this from the Missouri Forage and Grassland Council?
Well, we do have a website, so you can go to the Missouri Forage, if you just search Missouri Forage and Grassland Council, and then you can find my contact information as well. And reach out to me or other MDC folks to get technical assistance.
Awesome. I really appreciate it, Marina. And we're going to echo what you said. You can check out, for more information about warm season grasses, you can go on our website at mdc.mo.gov and search in the search bar warm season grasses, and you can get more information, or go up there into the contact and engage and find your local private lands conservationist, and they can be sure to get you in contact and work with you on your property. Or also you can get in contact with the Missouri Forage and Grassland Council, and they will definitely help you out as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.